So I would like to counter the libertarian argument that property is an essential human right. Um, First of all, historically, it was the Enlightenment and John Locke who wrote that inalienable human rights of man were life, liberty, and property. Well, the American Revolution and the Founding Fathers were very much inspired by the Enlightenment, and they carried a big piece of that with them when they wrote the Declaration of Independence, but they changed one essential thing. And instead of life, liberty, and property, Thomas Jefferson wrote life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And there's a very distinct difference there. And it's not an accident, it's there very intentionally. And it's because, in my opinion, they had a very keen awareness of the value of the public interest and commonwealth. In fact, a lot of the states, like the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, they understand that the government is something they all share in common, that there's a lot of things that men must share, and that's that it's not just property. That property is an artifice. In order to own something, you must, to some degree, steal it from other people first. Okay, if you take an object out of nature, you must first steal it from everyone, and then it becomes yours. All right. Now, part of the concept of property is a useful artifice in that the things we own we tend to improve, and we like to think that pursuit of happiness includes being able to enjoy the fruits of your own labor. If you work hard at improving your life, you should be able to enjoy the improvements you've made to your life, okay? That you own the fruits of your own labor. Well, yeah, that's a nice idea, okay? But owning the property that the fruits of your labor are sort of encoded in, that is an artifice, okay? That is real estate is a complete artifice. That's the idea you have deeds and you're entitled to a patch of land that you don't improve and you just sit on. That's kind of ridiculous. You're stealing from everyone else first in order for you to own it. It's completely an artifice. And the pursuit of happiness includes instituting policies for the public interest and for public property and for instituting public institutions in order to improve the lives of not only yourself but of everyone, okay? So the pursuit of happiness includes instituting public establishments that improve life for everyone, okay? So property is not an essential human right. It's not inalienable. In fact, we violate it all the time with tax, for example. I know the libertarians rail against this all the time. They don't want any tax whatsoever, okay? But that's simply ludicrous. Who is going to look after the public interest with no government? It's just, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way at all. We need to tax people, and people are required to cough up taxes, even though it's quote-unquote their property. Right? They're not necessarily entitled to it. Right? So I think there is precedence, and because property is an artifice, I think civil rights take precedence over property. That the civil rights of a person to be able to walk into an establishment and get service from the proprietor is more fundamental than the right of a proprietor to deny business to someone for arbitrary reasons. Okay, that is a violation of civil rights, and I think civil rights take precedence over property rights in practically all instances. Okay. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Thanks for watching. Bye.